It's in the public domain, literary resources, presented by David Hawkins and Ross Hughes.
What is the public domain? Public domain materials are creative works whose copyright have expired, have not been renewed, or have been offered to the public domain by the creator. Fair use in public domain law can be a bit confusing. For example, up until 1998, materials that were 75 years or older were considered public domain. That year, the so-called Mickey Mouse Law, for its support by the Disney Company, extended that expiration date another 20 years. Thus, works coming into the public domain this year date from 1924. Here are a few examples. A Passage to India by E.M. Forster, When We Were Very Young by A.A. Milne, Poirot Investigates by Agatha Christie, and Rhapsody in Blue by George Gershwin, and so many more. What does this mean for you, the library patron? Items can be accessed anytime, anywhere, and unlike library ebooks, these items do not have hold lists or checkout limits. You just need to know where to find them, and that is what we will be covering. Besides convenience, public domain material has educational value as the great and not so great works of art and literature are literally a click away. It can provide helpful research material. Many local histories and genealogical documents are available online. Government documents are also in the public domain for review for citizens to develop their own opinions on issues they hold important. Finally, there is a sheer joy of finding things out through personal interest and serendipitous discoveries. Public domain materials are so expansive that one presentation will last much too long. We want you to go out there and do some exploration on your own. This episode's focus will be on those resources that provide access to reading materials. But first, a few scenarios that will explain the usefulness of public domain materials to you, the library patron. Your book club is reading Jane Eyre, a work of classic literature. You head into the library, but alas, there's narrowly a copy on the shelf. What do? Well, luckily for you, Jane Eyre was published in 1847. That makes it well within the public domain. You now have a few choices as to how to get your hands on it. One option is to check out the Ohio Digital Library's always available collection. Unfortunately, we have not found a way to browse the totality of this collection easily. The only way appears to be by searching for title or browsing by subject. At any rate, some books will have multiple editions, as in the case of Jane Eyre, some of which are not always available. Why? Because they may contain newer material in the introduction or notes. One approach that seems to work is to look for books by Duke Classics. When you find what you are looking for, you'll need to download Libby or the Overdrive Media Console to your device first before checking out the ebook. Alternately, you can read on your computer. It will give you the option to read in the browser when you go to check out the ebook, but download the book to your device to read it when offline. It should also be added that if you are looking for something more contemporary to whet your appetite, but don't want the hassle of being on a hold list, choose Available Now on the Ohio Digital Library's homepage. Perhaps the most well-known public domain website is Project Gutenberg. Founded in 1971 by Michael Hart, it now contains over 60,000 ebooks. It adds to and maintains its collection with support of volunteers who digitize, edit, and proofread its materials. Gutenberg specializes in old works of literature that have now entered the public domain. The process of searching is straightforward. Type in the name of what you are looking for in that box in the top left hand of the screen. Alternately, you can browse the catalog alphabetically by title or author. The option to search by bookshelf is especially interesting, albeit neither comprehensive nor systematic. At any rate, Gutenberg allows for downloads in EPUB and Kindle formats. Some files contain the original images if they were illustrated. If you don't have a digital device, you can still read at your home computer.
Founded in 1996, the Internet Archive intended to preserve web pages, which no one was doing at the time. To this end, they created the Wayback Machine, which can take you to long expired web pages or view a web page at a certain time and date. Their effort to digitize books began in 2005 with public domain documents and then expanded with the creation of the Open Library for books that were published after the cutoff date but whose copyrights had not been renewed. Internet Archive partners with institutions across the world, especially academic ones. This makes the archive a one-stop for so many materials. Conducting a search is relatively easy, but you can also select an advanced search, which involves the use of multiple search terms to help you find exactly what you want. The Internet Archive's advanced search utilizes drop-down menus that help to make the process more user-friendly. You may also want to check out the top collections displayed on the Archive's homepage. This is great for perusing and discovering. The Internet Archive is excellent for finding primary documents, an important part of the process of writing reports and essays. But there is also the sheer pleasure of perusing. Here we have done a simple search for the term Ohio. Look at how many results there are. The tabs on the left-hand side allow you to narrow the search to make it easier to hone in on what you're looking for. This customizable search is what makes the Internet Archive a powerful tool. Audiobook lovers, we haven't left you out. Check out LibriVox.org for audiobooks of works that are in the public domain. With over 14,000 titles recorded by volunteers, it's definitely worth a look. Tracks can be listened to on your home computer, mobile device, or burned on a CD. The site is user-friendly overall, with basic and advanced searches easy to conduct. The catalog can be browsed by author, title, genre/subject, and language. The download page for each individual work also contains a link to the original text and a Wikipedia page, if it is available. The Clermont County Public Library has a variety of databases that may be of interest, especially if you found this presentation to be of use. These materials help to complement the library's collection and any public domain resource. The Literary Reference Center is a great place to begin your research. It includes biographies of famous writers, summaries of their works, scholarly articles about those works, and some full-text documents. Have you ever wanted to learn a foreign language? Then our Transparent Languages database is for you. Finally, Very Short Introductions is a database that includes quick introductions to a variety of subjects from experts in their fields, which is published by the Oxford University Press, so you know that you're going to get quality. Thank you for watching this presentation, and if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact us. Our information is listed on this slide.